But Sam Ghosh now joins us. Let's connect with him to discuss what is the way forward for Reliance Capital and how will FY14 be different from FY13 for Reliance Capital. Sam, morning. Thank you for joining us. Sam, walk us through the Q4 performance and the highlights and what has led to a degrowth in Q4 profit both before tax, both on a Y-on-Y basis and a Q-on-Q basis.
If you look at Q4 FY12, in Q4 FY12 we had the stake sale of our life insurance business, and therefore we had capital gains booked in that quarter, which are quite substantial. So if you take that out, and then if you look at Q4 FY12 to Q4 FY13, you'll find from a business perspective all the businesses have outperformed last year. The significant outperformance was on the general insurance business, which showed a loss in Q4 FY12 of about 248 crores. And this in Q4 FY13 they showed a profit of 17 crores, so that's a big swing. If you look at our asset management business, we had a profit of about 115 crores for FY13 Q4, and in the previous year we showed a profit of about 100 crores. So again, nearly 15% increase in profits. If you look at the life insurance business, the profit has been slightly lower than the previous year. However, that was mainly due to the fact that the non-participating business profits have been booked in the last quarter, but the participating business profits have been booked throughout the year. So for the whole year, if you look at it, the profits have actually increased to 380 crores from 373 crores in the last financial year. And then commercial finance business has done very well in this Q4. Profits have gone up by over 35% to over 170 crores. And if you look at our broking and distribution business, again, it's shown a slight decrease in Q4, primarily because in the distribution front, where we've been increasing our money transfer business, our gold coin distribution, as well as our life insurance distribution, we've added about 1,000 people, and we've added some branches, so that cost has been built into this quarter. So if you take away these exceptional items, and if you look at from a business perspective, all the businesses have outperformed the last financial year's figures, and overall we've shown a much better result than last year. And of course, you take out that large exceptional item of the capital gain in the life business in Q4 FY12.
Right, Sam, hi, morning. So how has the premium growth been for the life insurance business, and what's the outlook on the life insurance premium growth and profitability over the next fiscal?
In Reliance Life, if you look at it, new business premium has come down from the previous year as well as the renewal premium. That's primarily because we had unit-linked business in the prior years, and for a number of our agents who found it very difficult to sell those products, they have exited the system, and we have added new agents to look at selling traditional products. Also on the traditional product front, the number of policies have come down, but we are trying to increase the number of policies because we didn't have enough feet on street. So in Q4 we added about 14,000 agents. The effect of that has come through in Q1 in the month of April, FY14, that our new business premium class has started going up, and we expect that this trend to continue till 30th of September at least. And because we're adding larger number of agents who are being trained on selling traditional products. The good thing, however, is that our new business margin for FY13 is at over 20%, and that is the highest we have achieved. That shows the type of business we're writing is high margin business, and though it's on the traditional product platform, nearly 80% of the business is from a traditional product platform, and the profit out of this will also start coming out in the next financial year. So in FY14, FY15 we should get the benefit of the profits. So I think overall the business has turned around. We've started focusing more on traditional policies. Obviously we are an agency company. We want to bring in a bank insurance partner, so we'll be working on that front. And we'll also work on the new product guidelines from 1st October that are going to come in. We are in traditional product platforms, so we're really looking at that also, so that we are ready to gear up from 1st October on the new product guidelines.
Sam, general insurance business has seen a flat profit growth Q1Q. Could you give us some more color of the premium growth during the quarter and the future outlook?
If you look at in the general insurance business for the year, we grew by about 16% in terms of gross written premium. We anticipate that we should be able to now that we've set up the process, we've added about 10,000 or so agents, and we intend to add another 5,000 or so agents. We expect that in FY14 we should be able to grow at over 20%. In terms of profitability also, if you look at our combined ratio is at about 121% as of 31st March FY13. However, we expect to bring that down to close to 100. And in terms of if you can bring the combined ratio down close to 100, we should be able to show a profit for the whole year. And our intention is that quarter on quarter we'll continue showing profits. So this business has turned around. And this also taking into account the fact that we have to put aside about 65 crores for the motor third-party pool. Taking that also into account, we'll show a profit for the whole year.
Right, so the AMC revenues have been weak sequentially, Sam, but profits have been strong. What's led to this kind of performance?
See, if you look at on the AMC side, our assets under management have gone up to 95,000 crores. And if you look at nearly 75% of that is from the retail side, which means our margins are fairly high, be it equity or debt. Retail debt, both our margins are fairly high on that front. And our focus going forward for FY14 is also to be able to continue growing our assets under management at over 15 to 20%. If you can achieve that, we will obviously show higher profits. And our focus is that can we try and also grow our on certain parts of the business, like if you look at tier 3, tier 4 cities where we had been growing, can we grow that faster? That will also help increase the margins, because there you get higher charges built into your into the funds. So I think we've done well. And also the good thing has been that our 30% of our funds today are in the top quartile compared to in the past, which has helped also bring in confidence. So that once the equity market retail investors come back in, we'll find that we'll add disproportionate number of customers in the equity fund for the side also.
Sam, what kind of regulatory changes that you see in all your three businesses, and how do you plan to address them?
No, I think if you look at it, the life insurance business will obviously have the new product guidelines coming in from 1st October, and we have to gear up for that, and we've already started working on that. I think the main challenges there are that commissions will come down for agents on the traditional products, and the company also has to run at a much lower cost base. So that is one challenge. The other areas are on the KYC front, compliance front. I think here we have a strict we ensure that there is no non-compliance to any of these guidelines, and you'll find that regulatory guidelines from RBI front on commercial finance, etc., will also become more stringent, and we are, I think, taking adequate precautions on that front also.
Right. What about Reliance Life? Because that was named in Cobra Post as one of the organizations apparently facilitating money laundering. What is your reaction, and have you taken any action on the same?
If you look at the Reliance Life has obviously categorically denied any allegations against the company by this online portal, and we have also written to IRD after the sting operation video and the releases, and we have also done an internal homework of checking that none of these violations do exist, and if they do, what actions we've taken. We have also gone forward and taken care of those, done all those actions that are required. But as a company, we obviously do not tolerate this sort of behavior, and if any of the employees do get involved in this sort of behavior, we certainly will take immediate action against them.
Sam, finally, what kind of preparations have you been making in terms of applying for a bank license?
We feel it's early days at this point, because we have to wait for RBI to come out with the clarifications on some of the queries that companies have raised, including ourselves. Once those queries are resolved, then only do we know how to proceed forward, and obviously we'll put in an application. If we are close to getting an in-principle approval, at that point we'll certainly look at bringing in members to help run the bank.
Okay, Sam, good chatting with you. Appreciate you taking the time out and joining us today to talk about the earnings.